That's a long rant to get all this going. Normally I don't do this, but we're doing it. Okay, and we're going to start off with the worst of the worst because I'm going to show you why I'm doing this. I'm going to make an example of why I do what I do and stand for what I stand for. And once again, people like this just will never get it. We'll never be in the same arena, and I'm okay with that. You should probably do better because I don't know how you're okay being in the arena you're in. But let's go.
Do you think it's because you haven't seen Sebastian in a month?
Oh, wait. By the way, this all falls under fair use based on my opinion of the bullshit that you put out here publicly. You're welcome. I'll back it up a little bit so you can hear the context of what she's saying. This part wasn't what I caught.
Yeah, I don't think he was with him personally.
Don't worry.
Well, and then
don't worry. Her section of today's live stream won't be super long. I'm just going to make a point of know your fucking content. Know what the fuck you're talking about. If you sit here and say that you care so much and you do so much and blah, 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 at least I fucking know what you're talking about.
A know-it-all came into Bullhorn Betty's chat. I don't know if any of you guys saw this.
A know-it-all. She's somebody in her chat. Holly S. By the way, bitch, obviously you watch me a lot. There's your shout out. Assume she was talking about me. When do you ever see me go into fucking chats of people that I dislike and derail shit or question shit? Anybody that knows me, which you obviously don't, knows that that's not how I move. I don't do that shit. I'm not disrespectful to people. I don't go in and do that derailing shit. But bitch, I mean, if you want to call us know-it-alls, I mean, at least we care about our content and being factual.
Know-it-all came in, had the audacity to go into Bullhorn Betty's chat and ask questions like she hasn't, been slandering Seth to Kingdom Come. And she claimed
it.
She's talking about Clue.
You.
Did you see what I told her?
Do you feel welcomed here? Yeah, the audacity that she had to go into Bullhorn Betty's was.
And then she left after that.
Oh, Clue has a lot of audacity. Let me just be first to say it. That's why I can jam with Clue because Clue don't give a shit what you think, what I think, what anybody thinks. Clue is content being Clue, and I respect that because she's 100% who she is at all times. You know what you're getting from her, and I can respect that. Do I always agree? No, that's normal. Can I still be friends? Yes. Absolutely.
Not that I said anything, but she just had enough that everybody
she went in there and she said, do you think it's because you haven't seen Sebastian in a month? Where did she get that from? That Seth hadn't seen Sebastian in a month? Where did
Seth didn't see him in a week because Seth had to work the weekend that he was supposed to get him. And so he had to change his weekend. So
but he gets him every other weekend.
Right. So he hadn't seen him in a week. So that's where they got it.
So why is she going in there saying
him on the phone?
Well, because I think that's how it came.
Oh, it could have been Granny then too. Granny or Clue. They in the chat they were calling Clue chlamydia.
Ow.
And
because he was supposed to have him the weekend prior.
No, Holly, worse than her.
Right, but he
gets them every other week.
She said Holly asked if she was talking about me, and she says no, worse than her.
Again, that would put it 3 weeks prior. So I think that's where they came up with the month.
Who said the month part? Who said that? Other than know-it-all yet.
Well, I don't remember if Seth said it was like exactly a month. He just said I wasn't able to have him on my last weekend, which was that weekend that had just passed.
Okay.
But he gets him every other weekend.
Again, this goes back to knowing your content. How many times has we watched her play interviews that they've done, but meanwhile she can't even tell you anything about this, and somebody on her panel thankfully is correcting her a little bit.
So the next weekend he would have gotten him would have been 2 weeks prior. I'm not saying he didn't drop by the house or anything and say hi, but that's what he said.
Ma'am, he lives an hour and a half away. Him just dropping by would be odd, I'm sure.
So that might be where that's coming from.
Well,
and I think I got my point across. Don't worry, she'll put it back up in a little bit. You can't fix stupid. There you go. You can see again. She's so proud of what she puts out here, but she can't even fucking stand on that shit. But she says she cares so much about the kids, so much about the content that she does. Brittney, thank you for proving my point again. Do you understand that half the time I'm doing this just so you take your shit down, you dumb ass? Do you get that that's part of the reason because I know you're so thin-skinned? You want to have a conversation about how you don't know shit about what you're talking about? I'll drop you the fucking link. You're an embarrassment, Brittney J. An absolute embarrassment. You can't even walk this story through. And how many times have you talked about it? Nightly. Every freaking night. Sometimes twice a day. And yes, I go live when it fits in my schedule. Usually Monday, Wednesday, Friday, sometimes twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day, sometimes Tuesday, sometimes Thursday. It works for me. But I know what the fuck I'm talking about because it matters to me. You are an absolute embarrassment and should be completely ashamed of your behavior and how you act while covering this family's tragedy. Carrying on, let's go to the next one. All right, buckle up. We're going to JLR. We're going back in time. And then we're going to go to Betty. So here we go.
Father of missing 15-year-old Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Sebastian, 15 years old, has been missing since February. He's been reported missing since February 26, 2024. He has still not been found. It's been over 3 weeks now. I have Seth here in the center in front of me, the father of Sebastian. On the left, I have Jaden,
I'll gladly drop it for you. Give me 1 second.
volunteer, and on the right, I have Mr. Jones. And we're out in the park today. Seth, how are you? How's everything going?
Tired.
We're here at the park here. What's going on at the park here?
I'm hoping that somebody listened to me and I told them drop my son off. There's not a lot of cameras here and it gets a lot of traffic. So I figured I'd drive here and do some searching.
Yeah, and I've been out here all day with you. You've been searching. What have you been searching here? Share.
Everything. I mean, any type of back road, whatnot. I've been through the fire tower. We went through there. We've been down by the lake. We've been through all the campgrounds. We've gone through almost every one of the lodges. We went through the shop that doesn't open until spring. We've been through every abandoned building we come across. Everything. Just trying to find him. All looking for him.
The link's in the chat. She can come up. I'll give her 5 minutes. But then we got other shit to do. So, okay, let me adjust this. I see her there. Okay, let me add her. You're on. Come on.
Okay, so first of all, I want to clarify something because I'm sick and tired of you and all of your people saying that I'm embarrassed of what I do or what I cover, and that's why I delete my videos or private them when you're watching. No, I private them because I'm not going to sit there and let you use my videos to drag me. I'm not going to do it. No, or twist my words. Secondly, you are the biggest hypocrite, you and so many people that align with your beliefs, because you come at me and say that I'm this horrible person. I have no respect for you. You're foul, Brittney J. You're so horrible. You're a transphobe. How dare you? Okay, first of all, I never called you a man. I never did. CJ said that. Secondly,
thank you for admitting that.
Yeah, I've never denied that. Or do you even really watch me at all? I never denied that. I've said it several times. But you can't hold me responsible for the actions of others.
Yeah, I can hold you responsible for your own actions, and that's what I'm doing.
Okay, well then, Colin, why do you not keep those standards all around? Let me ask you that. Why are your standards only for those that you don't like?
Who are you?
Because people that you support have bad behavior. You don't call that shit out.
Who? Name the names.
People that you support when they go after the Proudfoots. I'm sorry, Seth. That's fine. They can say Seth is the P word, all of it.
Name them. I don't know who you're talking about. And if you expect me to
Illuminati, you got Granny over there spouting out misinformation out the yin yang. Illuminati sitting there, listen, and I want to make this abundantly clear. I don't believe in cancel culture, but I'm going by your standards, okay? Y'all want to come after me for every little thing I say, but Clue can sit over there and call somebody the F word and nobody bats an eyelash. Nobody. I haven't heard one of you call her out for that.
I didn't hear it, so.
You didn't hear it. Yeah, that's convenient. It's always that.
I was probably in and out yesterday. If it was yesterday that it happened. No, name names though. Like,
I'm naming names, honey. I'm telling you. Or what about how they sit there and call Seth the P word? And listen, I've never said Katie and Chris committed a crime.
Okay, Brittney J.
Illuminati. I never said Chris and Katie. I've never said they were guilty.
Hold on.
Ever.
Okay. How was it phrased? First and foremost, when she called Seth, what you're saying, she called him. How was it phrased? What was actually said? Do you know what was actually said?
Multiple times she said it. She said, she straight out said, Katie was a kid.
Play the clips.
Oh my God. I can't come off with it verbatim right off the top of my head, but she fucking said it. Multiple people know she said it.
Okay, but when you have the clips, that's what I want to see. I want to see it because I know how it was phrased the one time I was in there.
Jesus
what? I'm telling you, flat out. Do you know how it was phrased? Do you know what was asked? And why that? Do you understand why that question's being asked, Brittney?
Yes, I do. But like I said on my own
Why
stream, I have kids. I would not want someone saying that about my child unless it was absolutely proven. We don't have proof that
what?
all we know is that he said that he was going to make Katie his.
Time out.
That's it.
Bullshit. That's a blatant lie. Because on Terry Lynn's, he states verbatim that Katie was 12 and he was 10 years older. So then he says that they didn't start dating until 18. But then he goes on another show and says that she had terminations potentially before Sebastian, which would have been underage. Do you understand? These are words he said out of his own mouth.
But he doesn't
You want the
clarify
time-
how old she was.
You want the timestamp of where this is said?
Listen, I'm not saying that it's okay, but I'm saying going around calling somebody the P word just
Okay, again, I'm not
really
like let's be very clear here. I was reviewing stuff you said. You've allowed on your panel to be, you actually on in that what I was getting to, because that whole thing about you just not knowing the facts of how long it's been since Seth. You're so team Seth, pro Seth until just recently, until your friends got shit on. Anyways, you didn't even understand how long it's been since he's seen Sebastian. And you're saying
until my friends got shit on. What are you talking about? Are you talking about T-Rev? That don't have anything to do with me. I'm abundantly clear. What Rev has going on, any choice that I've made or any reason that I've pulled back at all is for things that I disagree with. It has nothing to do with Rev. To me, that's just extra, and people need to look over it. If you want to call him out for it, go ahead. But that shouldn't even be a part of that.
Did you hear what I said about that whole situation? Probably not. You probably didn't listen to
So
what I
I
actually
don't.
said
I'm
about
going
that.
to say that now.
Okay,
Me and
let me
T-Rev
get
are
to-
not aligned.
Let me get to the point of what I'm trying to make with you anyways. What I was going to show is an example of how the fucking truth gets
Hang on, I
distorted.
can't hear you. Hold on. I'm gonna have to go out and come back in. I'm sorry. Hold on a second.
No,
I
that's
can't hear
okay.
what you're saying.
That's okay. Thank you for keeping it calm in chat too. Please do not bring up or mention anything about her family, her personal life, none of that. Like, we don't have to do all that. I'm going to make my point, and then when she comes back up, I will let her up, and then we will. Lee, go sit back down over there. Seriously.